We end tonight with a marriage made in heaven. It must have been made in heaven. No one on earth could have dreamed it up. Here's Steve Hartman on the road.
There are always a lot of people to thank on a wedding day. But the bride-to-be at this church outside Chicago had one person to thank over all others. A total stranger who made this possible.
I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for him.
A couple years ago, out of the blue, 27-year-old Heather Krueger was diagnosed with stage 4 liver disease. Doctors said she had just a few months to live.
I mean, they immediately told me I was going to need a transplant.
That's not enough time to really find a donor, right?
No. By that time, I could really feel my body shutting down.
Enter our hero. Chris Dempsey is a code enforcement officer for the village of Frankfort, Illinois.
What's going on?
And he says he was in the break room one day when he overheard a guy talking about this woman who needed a liver donor.
I spent 4 years in the Marine Corps and learned there never to run away from anything. So I just said to myself, hey, if I can help, I'm going to help.
Keep in mind, he'd never met Heather, but he got tested to see if he was compatible. And when he found out he was, that's when they finally met for the first time.
We had lunch together, discussed what the whole process was going to be.
Did you buy at least?
No, he bought.
Oh my gosh, this guy's amazing.
Yeah, he bought, what I remember.
Not long after, they checked into the University of Illinois Hospital. The transplant, which involves removing about half of the donor's liver, went off without a hitch. Afterward, Chris and Heather remained close. They got so close, in fact, he was at her wedding last weekend. He had to be, really. I mean, what's a wedding without a groom? And so it was that a year and a half after giving her part of his liver, she gave him all her heart.
You're the most incredible man I've ever known. You believe in me, and you make me feel amazing every single day. Because of you, I laugh, smile, and I dare to dream again.
Acts of great kindness are done without expectation. When Chris decided to give an organ to a random stranger, he had no idea he was saving his own wife. But such is the way of goodness. The more likely you are to live for others, the more likely you are to live happily ever after. Steve Hartman on the road in Frankfort, Illinois.
Simply wonderful. That's the CBS Evening News. Scott will be back Monday. I'm Charlie Rose. I'll see you on CBS This Morning. Good night.